Hey, what's up, everyone? Appreciate anyone coming in and hanging out. Just figured I'd play some more Resident Evil 7 today and just hang out and maybe do some other stuff as well. I did see that, I think it was yesterday it dropped, but I didn't notice it until this morning that we got a trailer for the new summer camp game. And I debated just kind of showing that if people are interested in taking a look at that. I also debated maybe like covering it and then chopping this up into a YouTube video. I feel like a lot of people do that where they stream and then they take a portion of things and then they wind up turning into a video. So maybe we'll try doing that here as well before jumping into some Resident Evil. Let me hop over. Let's see if I can share my screen on it. Let me grab that. Okay. All right. So let me do that. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll locally record as well. Let me pop over to this side. All right. So for anyone not aware, Friday the 13th was a game that came out years ago. I think about like 5 years ago, maybe. And have I seen the new Resident Evil 9 trailer? I have. I actually did a live stream of the, unless there's been a newer one, I did a live stream of the Summer Game Fest and wound up seeing that as being the last reveal. So it was awesome to see that included with that. So hopefully that game winds up being awesome. I think it comes out next February. So I don't think we have to wait too long. I think that's when it was, if I remember correctly. But looking forward to that, definitely continuing the Resident Evil timeline of things. Before jumping into Resident Evil stuff, though, as I was saying, I think it was like 5 years ago when Friday the 13th came out and was my first real experience with an asymmetrical horror game. It was an awesome experience. You're obviously playing as either camp counselors or playing as Jason. I think it was 8 people total. So then there were 7 counselors and Jason, and then you could bring Tommy back. So you could even have 8 people technically in the game. One of the counselors would come back alive as Tommy. But either way, that game wound up getting in some like legal complications with the rights of Friday the 13th. With kind of like that's kind of the case with a lot of these horror franchises where the legal rights get so jumbled. And that game kind of died off because you couldn't create new content for it because of the legal complications. They wound up then taking the servers down, and then eventually the whole game was shut down. So you can't even play the game anymore outside of some alternate routes to doing so. So this other game that's supposed to be coming out is called Summer Camp that felt very similar to Friday the 13th. I think there was inspiration from it from the developers. This is a much smaller team, though. They actually have a Kickstarter. And I saw they put this trailer out, kind of teasing things. This was supposed to come out, I think, on Friday the 13th, but then they wound up delaying it because they didn't want to take the limelight, I think, of Friday the 13th stuff. So we'll just kind of take a look at it quickly and see what we get with it. I may just go screenshot from screenshot with this. I don't think there'd be any copyright issues, but it probably wouldn't hurt to get used to kind of showing things that way. So hopefully this is popping up all right. So starting things off here, we have, what is this, like a cabin. So very much the vibe of Friday the 13th. I'm a little unsure. I feel like from what we've seen thus far of Summer Camp, it seemed like very similar assets. So I'm not sure exactly what's being utilized. Maybe like an Unreal Engine or whatever, but felt very similar visually to Friday the 13th. So yeah, as I said here, we have this cabin here, and let's see where we go from here. Okay, so we're going around the side of the cabin, and then suddenly we're underwater, so it looks like we're jumping into that water maybe here. We see a counselor, potentially his leg here. And then popping out as well. And yeah, that light post looks very much something like you'd see in Friday the 13th. This is just a teaser, so this is definitely not very long. Is that pretty much it? They just showed the forest then at the end? Yep, Summer Camp, as I said, on Kickstarter. So definitely not a lot they showed off with this. Obviously, it's named teaser for a reason, but kind of underwhelmed with how much they gave us for kind of the hype. Because I had heard things about they had this big announcement coming on Friday the 13th, which, as I said, got delayed a few days. But as far as what they showed us here, we just see a cabin, which is obviously we expect that to have that asset in a Summer Camp game. And then outside of that, we really just get kind of this tease of this person's leg dead, maybe in this water. And then come out to, yeah, this looks very Friday the 13th aesthetic. Obviously, you're at summer camp, so it's going to be similar anyway, but It definitely has similar appearances to things. I think the person, instead of being Jason, is called like the Slaughter, if I remember correctly. So they're kind of tweaking things slightly, but it feels very similar to that Friday the 13th game. As I said, that was the first asymmetrical horror game that I played. I wound up then going to Dead by Daylight and other things further beyond that. But Friday the 13th, if you missed it, it was such an amazing kind of experience. It had a lot of bugs at launch with like lobbies and stuff. But once it got settled, it was such a fun time just jumping in and playing this kind of new experience of being a counselor or being Jason. You kind of randomly got assigned your role. So it was everybody always wanted to be Jason, I felt like, but you had to play counselor if it wound up picking you for that. So we'll have to see what this game winds up becoming. I'm optimistic that it could wind up being something similar to what we had with Friday the 13th, but without having the IP attached to it, will it be as exciting if you're not playing as Jason, for example? I'm not entirely sure. And if you're not going to some of these iconic locations, once again, maybe not as enjoyable of an experience. But if some of the core gameplay mechanics are still there, maybe it could be worthwhile jumping into. So curious to see what comes of this. Obviously, this teaser trailer didn't really give us a lot. It was kind of underwhelming, if I'm being honest, as far as what they showed us. But I didn't fully expect a whole lot. Otherwise, we'd have just the game being launched. So I'm curious, though, too. May just be because this is a trailer. This is definitely from a first-person perspective. The Friday the 13th game, and what I would assume this game would be, is third-person, though. So curious if they're just showing first-person to get more like immersed into the story just for the sake of this trailer. We'll have to see there ultimately, though. But either way, I'm looking forward to the potential with this. We'll have to see what they wind up putting out when the launch comes. But if it can be anything like the original Friday the 13th game, I'd be all for it. So just figured I'd share that with you guys before jumping into some Resident Evil. So let me now switch back over. All right, we'll jump off there. Yeah, it's Resident Evil 9 Requiem trailer 2026. Yeah, that game looks good so far. Obviously, we don't have a whole lot. Honestly, when I saw the trailer, it felt very like Silent Hill-esque almost. I'll slide back over. Because it was more like detective-y stuff where you're like, obviously, the background of the character, they were in that like office setting, and then it sounded like she had some past trauma at that location. And I don't know, we'll have to see. Have they really told us too much? I remember hearing maybe Leon was in the game, but I'm curious to see what kind of recurring cast winds up being in it. I don't know. I feel like so I haven't played Resident Evil 8 yet, which I do plan to do here on the channel. I'm just running through 7, which I have played before, but it's been a long time since I played 7. But it seemed like, from what I can tell without having played 8, that 9 didn't necessarily seem like it continued that story as much. It felt like we're going with a new group of characters maybe, but maybe that's not the case. But it seemed like kind of a new spin-off story entirely from what we had within 7 and 8 even. So, but it looks great. I mean, obviously it ended off the showcase at Summer Game Fest for a reason. So definitely looking forward to seeing what that game becomes. And I mean, Resident Evil, the recent games have pretty much all been hits. I know a lot of people didn't love 5 and 6, and I didn't play those, but they seemed more action oriented. And I am personally more of a fan of like the horror aspect of Resident Evil, so that's why I really enjoyed 7 when it came out. And like the remakes of 2, I really enjoyed, and 3 was okay. I haven't played 4. I know that one is a little more actiony as well, but it seemed like maybe people enjoy that more than like 5 and 6 overall, though. So we'll have to see what comes with 9, though. I'm looking forward to it. That's when I'll probably, I don't know if I'll get it at launch or not, but I'll definitely wind up playing it at some point. And I imagine it'll be amazing. So we'll have to see. Is that one you're going to pick up when it first comes out? And I guess, what's your experience with some of the other Resident Evil games? Have you played them all? I was a little late to the party. I didn't have like PlayStation growing up. I feel like that was more predominantly where Resident Evil games were. And when 7 came out, I jumped into that and really liked it. And this is my second time playing it, though. It's been a long time. But I feel like after 7 came out, I kind of went back and replayed the remake of the first one. And then obviously we had the remake of the second and third come out. So I mean, it's an awesome franchise. So it's nice to see them continuing the story. I like that they're not just doing, I mean, they're kind of running out of games to do it with, but I'm glad they're not just doing remakes of all their older stuff, and they're actually continuing. But as I said, they're kind of running out of options because I feel like people really loved 2 through 4, and they obviously have remade those already. So I don't know if they would remake 5 and 6 since people didn't love those as much. Is it worth remaking them? Not sure there. I think there's also spin-offs like what Revelations, I think it is. So there's probably other ways they could go. Or Resident Evil 0, was that one? Probably other options that people may like more than 5 and 6. But all right, let's boot up some Resident Evil here. We ended things off kind of near the beginning of the Mrs. Baker section, if I recall. Which, as I said, the only part I really remember that is the boss fight was super creepy. But some of the actual level I don't fully remember. And I'm probably going to be a little bit slower than I would be otherwise because of that. Like, I know we have those, like, nests that we have to break, ultimately. All right, let me switch over to game mode. Okay. Kind of funny story. I'm seeing my background here. I was wearing a Dragon Ball shirt earlier, and a kind of older gentleman walked by me and said, "Nice shirt." And I was like, "All right, that's awesome. People love Dragon Ball." All right, so let's boot this up. I want to play the extra content at some point. I don't know how much of that I have to wait until afterwards to really make it make sense, though. But I think there's some like mini game stuff in there that could be fun to play as well. All right, so let's continue where we left things off last time. And I may need to turn on, desktop audio. Cool. Glad I remember that now. All right. Okay, so let me switch back over. So we saved just outside of where we did that tape with Mia, I believe. Okay, yeah, I'm more so centered. I feel like when I do a video with like the YouTube stuff pulled up, I wind up being a little bit off-centered. I'll just turn you. I played Resident Evil 4 and 7 and 8. It's kind of a hard game, but still fun. Okay. I mean, I think 4... I feel like 2 and 4 are typically the ones that people like really adore. If there was like rankings, I imagine those two would be near the top of people's lists. I haven't played 4. I played the demo to the remake of 4, and one of my friends really loved 4 growing up. He had it on like GameCube, so I've watched a little bit of it, but I haven't played 4 myself. Maybe at some point I want up jumping into that. But yeah, 7 I really enjoyed. That's why I picked up this, and 8 were on sale, and I haven't played 8, so I figured I would play through 7 as a kind of reminder and then jump into 8 as well. But you're saying 8's kind of hard. I get the vibe that 8's maybe a little more action-y than 7. I feel like towards the end of 7, it picks up. That's the problem when you get too many weapons. It's like, all right, it turns into a run-and-gun game instead of like a survival horror game. All right, what do we have here? So we have the flamethrower now. And I'm going to have to make sure I know how to use that effectively. How do I pull the flamethrower out? Is it not? Is it broken, maybe? Burner grip. Oh, it's not even the full flamethrower, it's just the grip. So I need to combine it with something. Duh. Which I don't think I have yet, so we may have to find the other part of the flamethrower still. But I mean, I think you played, as I said, 4, I think people really love, so that's definitely one of the favorites. And 7 may be my favorite. I know it's probably not a popular choice, but I really enjoyed it. And 8 I've yet to play, but I've heard it's mostly good as well. Okay, so here, I don't think we really can do anything because with the spider thing has already happened, right? Unless we find it somewhere else, maybe? While I've played this, it's been since the launch, so I'm gonna not fully remember pretty much anything. from back then, so... Oh, can I just knife you? Try to conserve my ammo. It's tough to tell which one of these you can kill, which one you can't. Like the big horde of them, I don't feel like you can do anything about. All right, the downside to me having saved and stopped last time is I need to remember where I went and where I need to go. Yeah, it can't open yet. This was like outside further. Is it? The problem is I need to find that other part of the flamethrower, and I don't want to go too far. Is this going to be a nightmare too? Yeah, okay. I thought that'd be a nightmare to go that way. I think maybe I should just keep going outside, but I don't want to miss something I needed. Because I can't go over there. I think there's like 2 versions of the ending, original 7 with me a good and bad ending. I think you're right. I'm trying to remember which one I may have gotten. And what triggers the 2 differences, I guess. I think at one point, don't you pick between Mia and Zoe? I think that's probably a factor. All right, yeah, you guys are going to be a problem. So I'm going to just continue. Then if I have to backtrack, I will. Yeah, I think I remember what on like the dock after you fight. Is it the dad? Do you fight the dad again when he's like the big face? I have like vague memory of the game. It's like the worst situation where I almost know it, but I don't fully. Gunpowder, okay. I've also never played this on PC, so me playing it with these controls is a little different as well. Yeah, I think you're right, and I think when you pick between Mia and Zoe later, that is what dictates the ending that you get. Okay, this I need to get... I think this is something I have to unlock. Yeah, I need to get the crank for that. So let's go this way, I guess. I'm just hoping I don't like fully pass the flamethrower thing and I just play the whole game without it. Is this it? Burner nozzle? That sounds like that would be it. So then at this point I would backtrack to those nests if that is the case. Yep, okay, we got the flamethrower now. Like to see that. Probably should be somewhat conservative with my ammo of it. Okay, so can I assume I can hit... Well, I should probably hit you no matter what. And you, maybe? I feel like my inventory is like full. Yeah, it is full. Okay, we may need to go back before we advance too far. Bro, I thought I got you. I don't want to like hold it too long because I feel like then you'll just waste a bunch of lighter fluid. All right, how do I know when you're fully... Can't even see anything. Is that dead enough? I assume that's dead enough. Crouch? Nope, that... Okay, well, we just wasted one of those. That being control is kind of a weird button choice. Maybe I could remap it if I wanted. All right, we got a coin. So maybe I could have bought that that gun for that 9. Okay, where are we now? Oh, the statue, but we don't... Oh, hello.
No more bullshit, Mia. I want some answers.
I know, you're right, and I always wanted to tell you, but I can only remember a little, and the rest is just gone.
Daddy, right? You mind if I borrow Mommy for a little bit?
I think he has some of the DLC, if I remember.
Why don't you stand there? Do something!
Ethan, help!
right, can I combine some stuff to have enough space here? Let's see if we can. Do we want enhanced gun ammo? That's the only thing we can make. Okay. So we can't go back through that door. All right. Okay, is there other stuff to get here? I almost hit the heal again. I assume I should try to kill you. I'm wasting so much of this ammo. We get them all? I think this is just a shortcut back. I don't think I needed to do this. But we did.
Stay the fuck out!
Kind of forgot about that. She is so creepy. Did I just, like, imagine that?
Fucking shitcock! Show yourself!
You're not following me, are you?
Watch this, you troublesome piece of shit!
I don't know if you are. I'm kind of concerned that you are, though. Oh, you are? Okay. I didn't remember if she followed you like Mr. Baker did. Are you coming all the way over here? You follow me to the save room? Alright, so I will have to avoid her, it seems. Don't love that. Can drop you off here, at least. Alright, this time I won't be as bad at not just, like, hitting the button. Okay, there was something still... She like right here. Oh, you are. I think there was something in the room back there that I still wanted to get, though. So, can you move along? Like I know you do.
Where'd you get yourself to?
All right.
Where are you?
I don't know how smart she is when it comes to the ability to locate me. We're also out of this now, so don't love that. Okay, we're out of fluid, so we can't deal with that now, unfortunately. So we just pretty much wasted all that on that fight. Yeah, I need to hit the nest a little more than I did. Okay. What? I'll have to see what makes the flamethrower like fluid or whatever. I may have the Sprite stuff for it. All right, so what do we have here? Have you played The Quarry or Death Stranding? I'm very excited for Death Stranding 2. Yeah, so The Quarry I really enjoyed, and I've debated doing that kind of stuff on the channel. So I played Until Dawn, which was probably my favorite Supermassive game, and really enjoyed that. Got all like the achievements and stuff like that. And then the Dark Pictures anthology stuff came out with Man of Medan, Little Hope, House of Ashes, and The Devil in Me, which I feel like I enjoy those. They're kind of not the best games if I'm being realistic, but they're a fun time. So like those games I super enjoyed. Then The Quarry came out, and I really liked The Quarry. I think my issue with The Quarry was probably maybe a couple things. I know Chapter 7, I think it was, it's not really skippable, so you have to sit through it again on replay, like going through it again, so that's not the best. Also, the ending, I feel like they kind of phoned in a little bit. Like, the end of Until Dawn, or even the Dark Pictures games, you get, like, cutscenes with the characters, and the end of The Quarry, no matter pretty much how you end things, I think I got the best ending in my first playthrough. The characters just get like text boxes. It's like, this happened to this person, this happened to this person, the end. And I feel like that was a little bit cheap as far as an ending goes. I feel like you have to really stick the landing for the ending of a game. But I really enjoyed the quarry overall. Like, as a concept, it was fun. And the first time playing it, I really had a good time with it. But I didn't wind up doing replays with that game. Unlike Until Dawn, even the other Dark Pictures games, I played them back like over and over to get the other achievements or whatever. In the quarry, for some reason, I haven't felt the need to go back and play it again, even though I really liked it. And the budget of it with like 2K definitely matched something like Until Dawn. Like, it definitely had a higher budget than the other Dark Pictures games. So I appreciated that. And the story was cool. The actors they had in the game were cool. So I had a good time with it. I just felt like maybe after going through it once, I didn't feel the need to go back to it again. But I would love to do those kind of games on the channel just because they're a fun time. Like, Directive 8020 comes out later this year. I'm a little mixed on if I'll really enjoy it or not, but I may wind up grabbing it and playing through it. I have the quarry on console, so I feel like that'd be fun to play through. But once again, I've done it already, so it's not going to be surprising for me per se. But I know that's kind of a long-winded answer. I really enjoy it. Death Stranding, I'm a little mixed on. I feel like I appreciate how like high quality it is. Like, that you're playing a movie pretty much with Death Stranding. With especially the actors in that game, like Norman Reedus and who's it? Guillermo del Toro, is he in that too? And I feel like that game is like very high quality, but I don't feel like the gameplay really pulled me in. Like, I like the concept of like interconnected world to where you're helping other people online, like putting ladders up so that they can benefit from it. It's very much, it was fitting for the time, especially with the pandemic when people felt isolated. It was like allowing people to be connected. But I don't feel like I really enjoyed it. I didn't wind up finishing Death Stranding. I've played it a few times and I've tried to get into it and I just couldn't get into the gameplay too much. And I know with like people kind of give it grief for it's like, oh, it's just kind of like package delivery simulator, which I guess it kind of is. But I don't know. I felt like the story was strong, but I didn't feel as compelled to continue it based off of the gameplay. So I'm looking forward to, I guess, what 2 brings. But as I said, I didn't finish 1, so I can't say I'm a big fan of the franchise, but I'm glad, it seems like people really enjoy it. I heard they're going to make an A24 Death Stranding movie. Interesting. I did hear that they're making, what was it A24 is making? Some other game. I'm forgetting what it was. Death Stranding is not the one I was thinking of, but that's kind of cool too. I mean, the game is kind of a movie almost, so it's pretty easy to probably translate that. What other A24 project was out there? I thought there was another game that was currently being worked on. Obviously, we just got Until Dawn, which I liked it a lot more than a lot of people did, I felt like. I realized it's not like the game at all, but I kind of went into the experience knowing that. I'm gonna, like, what is that? What is the other game that the A24 is supposedly doing? Let me see if I can quickly find an answer to that. I know Kojima and like Jordan Peele have been working together a lot too. Elden Ring, that's what it was. Which feels kind of interesting to see how they'll put that on a big screen. I feel like a lot of these things I never wound up using, so I can probably just put them away. Okay, maybe we'll keep the rest of these. Can I combine this with... Oh, no, those are separate bullets. Those are enhanced bullets. Maybe we'll put the enhanced ones away and we'll just bring out the normal ones. But I would be intrigued by a Death Stranding movie. It would be a way for me to finish the story if it's the same. Because I don't know how the game ends. Alright, we'll save here real quick. I feel like it's definitely the era that we're currently in is the era of video game movie adaptations or video game TV show adaptations. which is awesome to see. I think the video game industry makes more than the movie industry, so maybe that's why they're trying to kind of eat into that. All right, I didn't check if I could make any ammo for my flamethrower, but maybe we'll get some here. Don't I get like grabbed here? I think I get grabbed here.
Fuck, 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 fuck! Jesus, fuck!
The frame rate on those like centipedes is like all over the place. Okay, where are we now? The other side of that. All right, fuel. That is what I needed. Wait, right? Is fuel something I need to combine to make flame rounds? Probably that and gunpowder, I would guess. Okay, once again, we need a crank of some kind. Okay, we can go down there where we went in the Mia tape, but what's here first? We still never got the snake key, and we don't have a bird key either. Man, her mom is really aggressively coming at Zoe. Chem fluid, okay. All right, I guess we're going down to the pit. Need to get that crank and more stuff to make flame rounds. I feel like that mom's gonna be down here too, if I remember. Like she crawls around like a spider. It's just super creepy. I think she was, I mean, the beginning of the game when you're trying to avoid the dad is kind of scary. But I feel like, oh, here we go. I think the mom crawling around is pretty frightening. Okay. Is that all that was down here? I feel like she's gonna roll up on me here. All right, let's put that in there. You know what they should just do with the Resident Evil franchise? Complete series. They should just release all the games in full collection in stores so people can... Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't really done that. I mean, I guess when like 2 and 3 came out, they're kind of bundled. Or right now, I think during the Capcom sale, maybe it's over. 7 and 8 got bundled, and then 2, 3, and 4 got bundled. But I'm surprised they haven't done like a whole collection. I feel like Kingdom Hearts is Capcom also, right? I feel like Kingdom Hearts did that to a T, where like another game would come out, and then they would release another remix that had like the other game added to it. So you would always buy like the latest version, which kept adding the extra game. Like the one I played, what was it? It had like the most absurd title, but it had Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and then like the PSP game and a few others. There's like 6 games on it. I'm surprised they don't have like a Resident Evil collection where you just have all like, I guess 8 games, but there's also different versions. And not even 8 games. There's other side games, as I mentioned, as well. So there's a ton that you could throw on there. All right, is this... Are we back? Oh. Nope. You bobbing and weaving me? This looks like where I was before, but I don't think it is. Okay. One of you just keeps, like, straggling off. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't do like the whole, let's put a whole package together and then later on. Okay, we can make some fuel now, so let's do that. Just keep adding to it. Like when 9 comes out, they would just make another version of the collection. I don't think I've used my fuel optimally. Also, did I... Okay, I was gonna say, did I re-grab that crank? Because I'm definitely gonna need that later. No idea where I am right now. All right, we got 3 directions we can go here. This side's gonna take the most. Wait, no, I'm back. Actually, I know where I am. Why am I? This is where I walked in. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. So this I already went through. Yeah. Okay. And then this side. Yeah, so the crank just brought me back over here. This is where I need to go to get that thing opened up. What do I need to be? I think it's you're what I need to be shooting at. Okay, did we get everything there? That's nice. You sound very close. The other side of the wall. She's upstairs. Don't go upstairs. Who is saying that? Alright, so I need to get back to the save room and then get to the crank. Is where I'm targeting at this point. What is that? Okay. Oh, hello. Yeah. So we should be able to go this way now, unless you're just going to loop back with me. Oh, that's what the wall says. She's upstairs. I did this already, right? Yeah. I swear, if you're right here, too. I think you are behind me. Okay. Why does she sound way closer than she actually is? She's so angry. Alright, so what do we want to do here? So the chem fluid, which you don't have any of. Okay, I was going to say that made the broken handgun. I'm wondering if I should do something with it at some point. Alright, we need the crank. I'm going to put the stimulants away. We can make, actually... do that here first real quick. Let's make some more fluid. Right, because then we have... I thought it was these 2 things. Oh, it's gunpowder with that. Got it. That makes that. Okay. Oh, I only have 2. I got it. Okay. So let's get some gunpowder out. Well, just 1 probably, because that's all we can make with right now. And let's combine. Wait, that's not what I... Isn't that gunpowder? That's not. What is that? Okay. Well, I mean, we could probably make gunpowder or something, or make some other ammo, but we'll put that away for now. I guess we'll keep that for now. We'll put away the herb. That seems maybe fine. I mean, if we use 2, that'll free up another spot there. Yeah, okay. Let's save real quick. I think there's like, how many versions are there for Jack for the final boss? You're saying there's different endings for Jack for the final boss? Isn't just the spoil things, isn't Evelyn the final boss? I know you fight Jack like 70 times in this game, but... Are you right here? You are, and there's just... Those behind you. So we need to go. We need to follow her, then hang a left. Okay, love that. Love that. I didn't realize there were so many alternate endings then. Alright. You need to continue on. Is that back again? There's no way. Okay, you're gonna be a nuisance, I can see already. So I need to loop up back around the other direction. There is? Okay. I don't know. I feel like I have not done anything for any alternate endings. I haven't like collected all the stuff or anything like that. Okay, so let's... These guys are such a pain. There's one more somewhere. Okay, awesome. What's up, Eli? Appreciate you hanging. What's up, Our Life in Horror? How's it going, guys? Awesome to have you here. Just picking up from some Resident Evil where I left off previously. I also at the beginning showed off. I don't know if you guys are into horror games at all, but we got the teaser for the summer camp game, which is supposed to be like... Oh, we got the key for the crow stuff now. Following up the Friday the 13th game as far as gameplay goes. And it was kind of underwhelming as far as the teaser, but I may wind up putting out a video of taking a look at it. Because Friday the 13th was a game I really enjoyed when that came out, and it's kind of a bummer that that's kind of gone away. But I know Dead by Daylight's kind of the huge asymmetrical horror game at this point. All right, so we got the crow key. Where was there was a crow door... I think it was when I go inside, if I go left. I think that's where it was. But I hope you guys are having a great day. Loved your stream yesterday with the whole zombie showdown. I know it didn't seem like the ending was necessarily what you would have picked, but it's fun to have like rankings or like comparisons of stuff like that. Okay, you need to move. She doesn't see me, does she? All right, let's go in here and hang a left. I think it was actually back where across that walkway. Yeah, I think it was this direction. There's probably even stuff in the house that had crows on it that I can now walk through. Yeah, that was awesome to do. I hadn't seen every... I feel like a lot of the older movies... Oh, she kind of shocked me there. A lot of the older movies I had not seen that are kind of classics, but... of your list, I feel like Shaun and probably Dawn of the Dead 04 were the two that I was hoping would get pretty far. Which they get to like the semis, I think. Alright, so now... How do I get out of here? Wait, am I really supposed to just crawl back up into her? No, I didn't think so. Well, I didn't think I could, but I figured I would try. Is there another way out of here? Maybe I just take her on. I don't really remember, though.
You're gonna die in this hole?
I wish my arms were longer. There you go. Come down to me. Just shoot you a bunch. Maybe we should shoot that. That feels like something that will blow up. Let's get the flamethrower. Okay. We played that so poorly. I don't remember this part being thrown down this pit. I'm not into games much. Just thought I'd pop and say, hey, yeah, appreciate you. I love horror games, but I have all the big hitters on the PS4 Pro. Yeah, that stream was a blast. I mentioned this earlier too. I have a lot of stuff on console, but I'm kind of migrating over to PC, so I'm slowly building back up. All right, so we're gonna aggravate her again here. She's sitting right here again. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna sprint. We're gonna jump right to that part. I don't remember fighting her like in that capacity, so I guess maybe I just try to shoot at her and climb out would be my assumption. She's gonna pop around the corner up here again, and I'm gonna fall down.
I told you to stay out of here!
Alright, so yeah, we appear to need to climb out of this thing, so let's just keep attacking her until she like backs off. That would be my guess. You hit her with the shotgun. Can I just like climb up now, or do I feel like there's no way that I can just do that.
You're not going anywhere!
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nice share! You're gonna die in this hole, and you're gonna like it!
I keep scrolling not the right direction. I want the flamethrower.
God only knows what you and Zoe have been up to!
Did she fall down here? Okay, I kind of vaguely remember that. All right. That seems familiar now. Because once again, you're like, oh, I beat her. And then it's like, not really. Okay, now we can walk in here with our key. What do you guys got planned coming up? I think you mentioned briefly yesterday. Obviously, 28 years later. Okay.
I think that's it.
Why do you say that like that was so obvious the answer to everything? Is this a... That's not Evelyn, is it? Also love the aesthetic here. These are like the Spirit Halloween babies, I feel like. We'll wait to heal, but we probably could use one soon. Is this Zoe? I feel like she was more engaging with Ethan when we played the first time.
I just got done dealing with your mom and her fucking
Gonna go see
boss.
28 Years tomorrow, then
Wish you could've
reviewing
warned me.
Infinity Pool next week. Okay. I have not seen Infinity Pool.
What about the serum?
I haven't found it.
Is that one you recommend checking
We'll
out?
find out. We need to make one. A D-series head and an.
I think I'll probably see
Just
28
kidding,
weeks
right?
later.
Ahead?
If I do, I may wind up waiting until like next week though.
You?
I don't know about the though.
28 years
Have
later,
you
my
searched
bad.
the whole house?
No, not yet.
It feels weird they
I
skipped
still need to
months,
check the
but
second floor here.
it's been a long time
Alright.
since the
Check it
second
out.
one, so
Meet me at the trailer if you find it.
maybe that kind of makes sense. But we go from days to weeks to years. Yeah, it's a weird one. Okay. I'll have to look into it. I've heard of it, but I couldn't tell you a single thing about it. What subgenre are we looking at with that? Okay, a little doll. Is that all that's in here? Is this just like background lore? Feels like yes. Okay, we get a lot more coins than I remember, but maybe because I spent them last time, I felt like I didn't get a whole lot of them. We need to put something to weigh you down. Which I don't... What do we have that would be... Did I pick anything up that would be worth weighing down? I don't think so. I don't think I can put like the crank on that. No. I don't even know what to categorize it in. Okay, that... I mean, that's intriguing of a premise, just saying that it's undefinable. Okay. Do need more shotgun shells. Can I put... I can't put you on the thing, can I? What do I need to put on the other end of that? Not that, obviously. Nothing in here. Am I supposed to backtrack at this point? Because we need to put something on the other end of that. Is there anyone famous in it? Or is it kind of a smaller production? I said I've only heard the name, but I could not tell you a single thing about it. Okay. At this point, I'm wondering, do I go back in the house and open up the doors with the crows? I feel like that's kind of for more niche like items as opposed to actual like plot. There wasn't anything more down here, I don't think, right? Mia Goth and Alex Skarsgård. Okay, so I mean, prominent horror actors. I think I just heard about Mia Goth being cast in something that was like not horror. Actually, I thought it was something like more popular. Okay, apparently nothing down here. I feel like I wish Alex Skarsgård was in more stuff. Obviously, I mean I like that whole family. I do appreciate like Bill Skarsgård as well. Yeah, do I go back at this point to the house? It feels like that'd be an odd choice. I mean, we can check, but I don't remember where all of the crow doors were. I remember there was a ton of snake ones, though. Not to be a goth fan, but still love the movie. I don't mind. I only really know her from the X trilogy. She was fine in that. I feel like I know she had that kind of drama with the set of Maxine that I don't know the full story of, but didn't seem great. But I'm kind of the same way. I don't like need her in a movie, but she's fine to me. Okay, I need to drop some stuff off. Gotta run though. Have a good stream. Yeah, for sure. I'd be down to collab at some point, definitely. But appreciate you popping in. All right, so let's dump some stuff off here. Well, unfortunately, we have 6, and it takes 9 to get that gun. Do I need the crank anymore? Oh, we didn't even use the... That's where I need to go, I think. No, we did use the crank. Yeah, I'm thinking the part of the house that had maybe some doors we go check out. It may not be accurate, but we can try it. At very least, we'll get some items, so... Okay, is this a crow door? No, there's not actually a door over here. Let's go check baby in the main house and see if we can find anything there. I think there was at least one in here. As I said, they were mostly the snake ones, but maybe upstairs right there? Or is that a snake one too? We'll trial and error this a little bit. Yeah, that's a snake one. Also a snake one. Or none of these actually crow doors? I thought there was one. Was it down in the gunk area? Have I opened this? Oh, lockpick. Okay. Not entirely necessary, but I'll take it. Yeah, maybe... Maybe there's not anything back here. I need to find something to put on that scale, obviously, but... I don't remember how much you had to backtrack versus, like, just clearly stick to the outside once you're out there. Okay, we've opened you. Was that no, I think that was another snake door over here. Oh, there's another one we could have opened. No, this one is a bird door. Okay. I think there's just stuff to pick up in here, though. I don't think there's anything we need. Grenade launcher? That... Okay. Wait, what was that I just grabbed? That fuel I grabbed? Grenade launcher. That's kind of why people... I feel like once the games... They start to lose some of their horror aesthetic because it's like, we give you as many insane weapons as possible to survive. I don't remember getting that this early, though, but... I'll take it for sure. Question is, do I care to go downstairs? Because I don't know. I think there was just a snake door down there. And if there's something else, I don't think I need to go there based off the fact that we just did that and just found more weapons that weren't necessary. All right, let's go back out. That door over there, I don't know how to get in there either. We need some other, like, mechanism there. This isn't open yet, is it? No. Okay. All right, yeah, so we'll go back out to Mrs. Baker's area, and we just need to put something on that scale. I don't think anything I have right now I can. Maybe we'll check the inventory too. We'll go to the... Just watch the summer camp teaser. It looks interesting. Yeah, it, I'm intrigued by it. I need to be shown more to be really, like, bought into it, but if you give me what we had with Friday the 13th, I will probably be on board for that. As I said, the problem is you don't have the IP association with Jason and Crystal Lake and the counselors and stuff like that, and like the buildings being familiar, so you're losing some of the charm of Friday the 13th, but it could work still if done effectively. If the gameplay loop is fun enough, because that's the problem. A lot of these asymmetrical horror games come out and the gameplay loop gets stale, so people don't stick around. Okay, I don't think we're gonna keep the grenade launcher for now. And I think you lose some of your audience when that happens. Okay, the fuel I can combine with you. Is that worth doing? Sure. Keep everything else. All right, so let's combine those. Okay, can we get... Wait, I need to look. I need to double check. Is there anything... I don't think there's anything in here I can put on that that scale, right? So we got... I don't think this game does what they do with other Resident Evil games. When you're done using an item, you get to, like, delete it. Can I do that with this? Or no, I don't think so. Like, it'll tell you if you've exhausted the usage of an item. Yeah, I mean, none of that goes on a scale. All right. I would have thought maybe the doll right before that, but did not appear that we could pick it up. There's nothing down there, right? Actually, I say that. That's exactly where I should have been going this whole time. Yeah, that was right in front of my face, and I chose to ignore it. Because she crawled away, so okay, we get to watch that. Love that.
What the fuck? Well, that's special.
I agree, Ethan. That's exactly... That was my thinking as well. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a little bit easier than I expected it to be. I get to advance the game, it makes sense, but like if I was really him, would I really crawl down where she came from? That doesn't feel like a path I would prefer to follow. What was that? Treasure photo. The toilet. Okay. Is this that gate we can open from the side finally? Yep. Cool. Love that. It feels very much like a FromSoft game where you're like, path is now open, shortcuts available. Okay, so we got left and we got right. Let's go up here first. More stuff. Just load me up with ammo, which is always the sign of like boss or like immediate threat, because it's like you need these to survive. So normally there's a pro con to being offered all that stuff. Okay, is this a lockpick? I don't have any, so I also have no more inventory space right now. Okay, we're gonna wait to hop down there. Go this way. Is this gonna be locked? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we will end up hopping down there. We'll save in this real quick. Okay. Alright. Continue on down in the hole, it appears. Okay. I'm going to take a quick minute break here, though, and we'll continue hopping down in there. Let me switch over. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, let's go down in here and see what Mrs. Baker's got for us. Okay, cool. Make sure I have all the audio stuff on. Okay, this part I'm less familiar with, but I think we are probably approaching the boss section, which maybe I should have been more mindful of my inventory. Oh, that's why I should have dropped some stuff off, because we kind of have a little bit too much stuff. Okay, nothing through there. Can't go through there. We got 2 paths. Are they actually the same path though? They may be. I think we are near the boss. Okay, we can't even open that door, so we have 1 path. The illusion of choice. You had no choice all along. Yeah, this is definitely where the boss fight is. Which we may wind up losing a time or 2. Alright, anything we can combine? I guess we'll pick that up. Maybe I should wind up using one of those because I never am going to otherwise. Okay, it's also locked. I think the upstairs starts the fight with this. With her, if I recall. Alright, can I just like... Is that door now open? I can't combine anything else. I mean, we can probably grab that after. I would think. Is this open now? Yeah. Am I hurt already? Should I just pop a heal and then grab that? I don't know. I mean, an herb probably takes us from yellow to green. That's not going to free up a spot, though, anyway. Okay, yeah, I think the fight starts up there. So this was locked, I think. Okay. Alright, scroll down, get the shotgun. We're probably going to mostly use those 2. Well, I guess we could use the pistol, too, but... Should I use the strong ammo? I think we only have a few bullets of that, but... Alright, so we'll just hover on these 3. I think she's going to start freaking out here, though. Yep, okay.
Don't you worry none!
Yeah, she is terrifying. Have you seen the Dexter 2006 TV series and New Blood limited series and Original Sin? Yeah, actually, a lot of my channel does Dexter stuff, so definitely check that out if you're interested. I did a ranking of, it's been a while, but a ranking of the original series seasons. And I did episode by episode walkthroughs of Original Sin. And I plan to do Resurrection as well, so you're in the right place for Dexter stuff. That's been a big factor with the stuff I've done, so definitely a decent backlog to check out if you're interested, and more to come in the future. Okay, she is... Okay, we said scroll up, and then... Okay, there we go. I think we're going to use the shotgun, actually. This fight feels very... Oh, hello. Didn't really expect you to be there. Did you go back down the stairs? I'm wondering... I'm trying to remember if there's like a gimmick to this fight. Or if it's just fighting her over and over again. I don't fully remember. Oh, hello. I need to reload. Please wait. I need to reload. Okay, let's run. Alright, where'd you go? You're over here? I did just escape, actually, but I don't really want to be escaping. I want to find you. Alright, up for the flamethrower.
You got nowhere to go now, boy.
Are you up here? Are you the one hiding from me right now? Is that what's happening? Yeah, you are. There you are. Did you just hit me from that position? We'll pop some more heals. Okay, maybe not when she's like right attacking me though. I don't remember if I need to be like hitting her when she's... Okay, you're just sitting there? I'll take that all day. We need to reload. Okay, she is now gone. Probably shotgun time. Actually, can we see what's in there? Are you just on the wall right there? Okay, somehow I fell down. We are getting kind of low on ammo. Also, how am I still hurt after all that healing? Alright, where'd you... We were literally just right there. Just scurry off to. Are you behind me? No, you're doing something weird. You down? I'm gonna find you, honestly. I'll grab that. Okay, bro.
What do you think you're doing?
Trying to reload. So you just ripped my throat out. Apparently you did not, because I'm not dead, but... I think that's the last one of those I have. I don't remember what gimmick I need to be really doing here. There's definitely... It doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be just shooting her. These things, maybe? Although, I don't know if shotguns really affect those. Alright, can I pick this up now? Bro. Uh-oh, okay, we were not ready for you. We were not ready. Alright. I've hit you a lot. I don't feel like I should be still shooting you, if I'm being honest. It feels like there's more to it than just that. You know, Dexter Original Sin Season 2 is coming 26, 27. Yeah, they renewed it for another season, which is awesome to have. It feels like in the summer we're going to be getting Resurrection and then the winter Original Sin. I don't know if they're going to make Original Sin that quickly. Maybe it'll take more time than that, but it feels like year round we're getting like 2 versions of Dexter. All right, I got smoked there, and we had a lot of heals. I hit her a lot, so that's what I'm trying to remember. I think there's actually a kind of a gimmick to this fight. I don't believe it's just straight up attacking her, because she got burned a lot. Okay, so I guess we're jumping down here. Actually, well, maybe I should have grabbed the grenade launcher. Too late now. What would kill her though faster? Like, I know she has a little like hive on her, but I think there's something I forgot as far as a mechanic to fight her with. clear it off. It's always funny when they give you like stuff around during the fight. It's like I don't have time to really do that. Even honestly, even I have these herbs. Like when am I gonna have time to pop that? Because I don't think I have a command key for that one. Maybe I can make one. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the. You know, let's take this. Let's pop off here, so we get to be, yeah, full health. Do you think Resurrection is going to be a limited series like Dexter New Blood? Do you think? So I think we're going to get multiple seasons. I think they realized their mistake with New Blood. I was surprised New Blood was only one season. And I think they saw the money that really drove in. I think as long as the review, like the ratings come out and they're decent, I think they're going to continue. Resurrection, I think, is going to be at least 3 seasons. And then Original Sin, I think the same thing. Like, I think both of them are going to be at least 3. If they do really well, they could go on longer. I don't know. Resurrection's tough to go on longer because you kind of have limited stuff. Original Sin, they can really, like, push out farther. But I think both are at least 3 seasons, and then beyond that will be how successful the show is to see if Showtime wants to continue things. All right, so as I said here, I don't remember what to do against Margaret. Pop out here.
Now with me, we're gonna settle this.
Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it is just attacking her, but I unloaded so much flamethrower into her that you would think that that would not be the case. Part of me thinks maybe her nest's around the place, but I don't know if that's true. Where you at, sister? I think she's up there. Oh, yeah. Well, I thought I saw her for a second. Nope, now you're behind me. I think it's just shooting her in her little, like, hive thing here. Flamethrower does numbers, but we only have so many. Can we make more ammo real fast? A grenade launcher. No, we don't have. Bro, I'm wasting so much ammo on you. All right, so as I said, I feel like there's a gimmick to this fight. I just don't remember what it is. We're just going to kind of keep like beating her head against the wall and attacking her, though, I think, and seeing how that goes. Nope. Okay, cool. I was like, I am not reloaded. I am not ready. Give me a sec. Where did you come from? Oh, the floor. I was gonna say. I will think about it. Need to reload, sorry. I feel like she like ripped my throat out there, but I'm like still fighting her. I'm like, okay, I don't know. Alright, do we need to pop a heal? I think we will here. We're like out of flamethrower too, so that's not great. I mean, we can probably grab that chem stuff that we couldn't pick up earlier, so maybe, yeah. Can we make more flame ammo now? Just like mid-fight? Oh, I'm not ready. I'm trying to like slow save my ammo, but once again, I think you ripped my thread out again, and I don't know how. He reloads so slow. You dead maybe? Think we get you? Oh my gosh, I think we did it. Alright, so it was just attack her a bunch. We just probably
Stay dead, okay?
put too much. Okay, there's a lantern we need. We don't have space. I don't love that. We did just have to shoot her a whole lot. I think doing it too much at one sequence doesn't actually hurt her. Okay, now we can pick that up. Oh, did I do that out of order? I should have grabbed that first. Can I like... Oh, you can trash it. It's just saying by a toilet where there's some cigarettes. But yeah, I think they are going to milk Dexter as much as possible, which I'm all here for. Granted, I don't love how they ended New Blood, and I feel like they're kind of just retconning that now, even though they'll not admit to that overly. But I'm still here for more of it, regardless. I mean, at this point, do that. Do we get everything down here? I think we pretty much did. She was the most annoying fight, if I remember. I didn't remember it being hard, but I feel like she was just annoying, which that holds up to how I felt this time. I keep running out of space. Heals. Do we still have enough space? I kind of want that, so... I mean, you can throw the lantern on and then come back for it. Is that really worth my time? How do we get back out? Because we dropped down to the floor, actually, so we don't leave the same way we came in, I believe. Did I just drop back down? Oh, maybe I was supposed to be, though? More stuff we can't pick up. Love that. Are we kind of... We're near the spot, though. We can drop stuff off here. We are so close on coins. I didn't realize we would get so many. Otherwise, I may not have picked up the first item. I may have waited to open the last one. All right, what are we dumping here? Don't need that many heals. Don't need that. Don't need that. I don't even know if we need the key anymore. We'll just keep it for now. to send it and then take it back if I want it. Keep it just in case. Grenade launcher. We don't have the grenade launcher. No reason to bring that around. Okay. Once again, we don't need that. This seems fine. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we'll save there. Do I care to go grab that stuff again? It's not that long of a journey. We'll probably just pick it up. I don't know what all the achievements for this game are. I definitely didn't get them all when I first played it. I would consider it this time, but I've definitely probably passed some up, so I would have to play it again. I imagine there's like collect everything and then probably a bunch of like do this against this boss or something, so maybe at some point I'll take a look and see. There's probably a play on like the hardest difficulty, which we only had easy and normal when we started, so maybe there's like another mode that unlocks that's harder. That's typically Resident Evil, their style. Okay, let's go up here. Wait, is the lantern back? Yeah, the lantern's actually back. There's nothing else up here. Yeah, because we don't have lockpicks. I feel like there's a lot of stuff we haven't opened, but we don't have enough lockpicks, so I'm like, where would I have gotten that at all? Okay, so I guess, well, what's the fastest way? This is fine. We'll go this way. But yeah, Chris, if you're still here, what are your favorite Dexter seasons? I feel like there's general a consistent answer that people give, but there's some delineations that I feel like may make people's list unique. Like, I personally like season 3 a lot more than other people do. Let me play the piano. All right, all that effort just for that. I think the main game had some games with there was a tape I thought I remember with the kid that was kind of challenging, like the birthday cake thing. I think some trial and error went into that, if I remember. We may be nearing that part because this feels very much like a birthday. Should I have gone to that toilet too, where that treasure was? I don't know which bathroom that was at. Maybe in the main house? I feel like we get a lot of lore here when it starts to show us stuff with Evelyn. All right. I do think it's Mr. Baker that the house becomes like a big face. I don't think that's Evelyn. I think because there's two parts. There's the end game where you have that, but then there's also a part, I believe, with Mr. Baker right before you pick between Zoe and Mia. Okay, so we got that gunk out here too. Something's wrong with her. And I can't see anymore. We just have blood on our screen at this point. Our health's fine. Oh, you know what? I'm forgetting. There's like a whole ship part. Is that this game? I think it turns into like a fear situation where you're... I think that is this game. I'm trying to remember exactly what... There's a lot more like action. And I think it's on a ship. Is this the thing where like the eye creepily moves? Or is that... I'm thinking of Until Dawn, I think, with that. Yo, BRI Wood or Brewood? Appreciate you being here. How's it going? This is implying a certain location. Is that saying the wall right here? It feels like that's like right here, right? No? I think we're going to start to see the little girl here. Go to menu. Doing all right. Doing all right. Just playing through some Resident Evil 7. I've played this game when the game first came out, but it's been a long time. So part of it's like semi-memory and I don't remember a single thing. So kind of just giving it a playthrough. First time on PC for sure. So are you a fan of the Resident Evil stuff? Also, did that note maybe should have told me to go somewhere that I'm not going right now? Yeah, I think I passed where I was supposed to go. Yeah, awesome. Which ones are your favorites? Obviously, 7's a little more unique from the story than the first 6 of them, but I really had a good time with this one. That's why I picked it back up on PC along with 8, which I've never played 8, so I'm looking forward to jumping into that one. Recently, Platinum Village. Awesome. I will be playing that afterwards, but I've never played 8, so that one will be completely fresh, whereas this one's like a semi-forget everything. Heard great things about 8, though. All right, this note... I feel like I'm looking at like a basketball backboard. Oh, that's the bed. Yeah, that's where I just went, right? That's like right behind the bed. Oh, is there a thing here? This feels like there's a thing here. Yeah, how do I open you? There's definitely a wall there. Probably Village is your favorite? Okay. That's promising then to play that. I assume it's a little more action-y than this one, but still a little bit of the atmospheric core. Yeah, there's definitely a thing here. So how do I... Oh, just walk into it. I've found so many of these like clues, and then I just like stare at it forever, and then I realize you just had to push a button. Okay, are you Evelyn? You're gonna touch me, aren't you? You're gonna grab me, 100%.
Oh, God. I guess this is it.
All right, so we got the arm because the note talked about it. All right, here's where the girl creepy stuff's gonna happen. Yeah, there you are. Hi. I'm trying to remember how we wound up. I swear this is the game where we get on the ship. I'm like, how do we get there? Is this just gonna be like a mind thing where we're suddenly... Oh, hello. I didn't fully expect you guys to be back. Oh, you were still up. Are you still awake? You still alive? If you were Ethan, would you wait 3 years to finally go look for your missing wife? That's fair. I mean, do we know... I assume he was looking the whole time and just did not have any hints? Because at the beginning we kind of just, to your point, jump into him 3 years later and he's like, oh, I think she's here because she left me a message. So maybe he just had no clue before. How's it going, Israel, by the way? But yeah, it's a fair question. It's a fair question. I assume he had like 0 clues to why or like where she was. I'm kind of fully expecting more of those guys to be rolling out up here. Those things I feel... Oh, there you are. I feel like these dudes are on the... Why am I crouched? Oh, I'm not crouched. There we go. Typical Resident Evil fashion. They're like bob and weaving. Probably why the shotgun may be a good choice. I don't think the flamethrower really affects these guys much. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I feel like the flamethrower was really against Mrs. Baker's stuff. Yeah, he definitely took a while to get a hold of her, and he really only found her because she left him that message. All right, you're sitting right there? Yeah. Come on. Awesome. Appreciate having you here. I assume you've played RE7 if you're familiar with him taking that long to find Mia. All right, I'm once again trying to remember it. Am I just like leaving at this point? Oh, we go over here. Oh, the phone. What's up, Zoe?
Did you find it?
Yeah, I got it. Are we really gonna be able to make serum with this thing?
It'll be fine. After we make it, we can get out of here. Together. I'll be waiting for you in the trailer.
All right.
I feel like when you're picking between the two, like it seems like you spend more time with Zoe, so that makes it a harder choice. But it's weird that like you came in for your wife, and it's like, which one do you want, your wife or this person that you've only talked to briefly? But as the player of the game, that's who you spent most of the time with. All right, so I leave. It's funny how that's like the perspective that like we as the game player don't really have any attachment to Mia, but in theory, as the character of this game, that's who we should clearly want to be with more. Trying to remember when we get the snake key because there were so many doors that were locked with that.
Now where the hell are you? You know, never mind. We only need the head, and you've got it. This is gonna help me and me, right?
Hey, buddy. I thought you should know. I decided that Zoe needed a timeout. She and Mia are here with me. And they're keeping each other company.
Just let them both go. What do you need them for?
Nuh-uh. That's family business, Ethan, and not your concern. Understand? Now, if you want the head, feel free to come.
I feel like his
by
section was way
anytime
shorter
and I'll
than
give it to
both
you.
of his parents,
But only if you
if I remember correctly.
participate in a little activity I put together just for you.
What activity?
Oh, I know you're excited, but don't worry. It's not going anywhere. First step I need you to take, partner, is for you to take a peek inside the fridge in the trailer there.
Fuck you.
Oh, come on now. Don't be like that.
Does he give me the thing to get through that gate, I'm assuming?
Now, look in the fridge.
I think we have 7 coins now, which is still short. Okay. All right, what do we want to put away here? As I said, I don't know if we even need the flamethrower anymore. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but I don't remember really needing it after the stuff with Mrs. Baker. Oh, here's the toilet. That's what, yeah. Put that away too, because we don't even have the other gun. I think that's you, right? Yeah, the Magnum. And as I think we have 6 coins. I don't know if we'll get another 3 or not, but wait, so the dissection room? Should I know where that is? I don't think I actually know where the dissection room is, being honest. Because I don't think anything. Is it back in the house? Dissection room. No, that is what that said, right? I'm like, where is that relative to where I need to be going next? Right? I assume back in the house, but I would have thought we go that way. We don't have a way to get in there yet, so dissection room. Yeah, we'll go back in here and see. It's not back in the main part of the house, is it? Don't think it is. Oh, hello. Are you guys roaming the house now? Also, why did I come in here if... Like, why was there a zombie in here otherwise? They're just, like, in all the rooms now? Oh, hello. Are you still alive? Does appear that you are. Okay, so these guys are just in the house now. I'm hoping they're like perma-dead though and don't get back up or anything. Why would, I mean, I don't remember coming to this part of the house later in the game, so I assume they're just everywhere. But dissection room. It's not upstairs, is it? Let's go back over. Would that be back downstairs? Yeah, I'm running low on ammo, so I need to be a little careful here. I think there's going to be more guys spawn here, though. It's 100% feels like where we'd run into some bad guys. I mean, that's not like downstairs. Is it? Like dissection room makes me think maybe downstairs, but I don't remember going back downstairs after we've already done it the first time. Granted, there is still that snake door down here, but I think that's just different. We'll see. It's definitely dark in here. I don't feel like we left it dark. This feels like this would be a dissection room. Yeah, I think down here is where the snake door was. Yeah, so we can't go down here. I don't think we left it dark in here, though, so I'm thinking maybe this is the right idea. Workshop. Locked from the other side, huh? Oh, wait. Is this the room that... I mean, this is like the morgue area. Gotta be honest, if I was calling something a dissection room, it probably would have been this. So... assume... this is not it, though. Okay. We'll check where we fought Mr. Baker, and then if it's not down here, we'll definitely know at that point. Oh, hello. I mean, you being here makes me think I'm in the right place. Okay. I mean, now she just pops up pretty much everywhere, but that does make me think maybe we're doing the right thing. Okay, get some noises. Oh, hello. Wait. Wait. What happened? Did I miss something? I almost saved her before I came down here. Hopefully we're not... okay, we're not too far back. What just happened? I mean, I can heal, I guess, but we're in yellow. I assume something launched at me, but I don't feel like I saw it. It just kind of killed me. Maybe we... I don't know. I have no idea what just happened. Alright, so we went down here. And we got, like, insta-killed. So... he must have slashed me in, like, the legs the first time, is my guess. But we are in the right place, so that's good to know. You know, we're going to try the flamethrower on these guys. I don't think it's going to go well, but we have it, so might as well. There was that extra part over here that was closed off, so maybe that's where he's at. Okay. This is the room he was referring to? Stick your hand down this pig's throat. Oh, the cop. I didn't, for some reason when he said pig, it did not, like, at all connect with me that he was referring to the cop. Snake key. We have so many doors we can open now.
Pretty little thing will help you find the 2 key cards you're gonna need to join the party we're having over here.
Makes sense.
Earn your way,
Can I burn you? How much do you not like fire? Alright, you seem to be pretty good with fire. Am I dead? I feel like I'm dead. Am I surrounded too? I couldn't back up into anything. Alright, so I think my assumption was fair that he does not get really bothered by the fire. Alright, did we do it? Okay, we did it already. I don't have a whole lot of bullets though. Yeah, there was another one behind us. Oh, there was a bunch of them. Can I just like sit here and... I really want the flamethrower to do good. I just don't know if it actually can. Okay, I mean... Oh, wait, no. I was going to say it did something, but then he's still coming. We wasted so much ammo for that just to kill one on the ground. Can I get you through the door? Alright, this is not worth it. I'm definitely going to switch after this guy dies. Well, I don't really have a choice because we only have 3 anyway. Alright, let's just waste the rest of it. Okay, now they wasted like 200 flame rounds on one guy. You're going to pop out, right? Or is that this? Yeah, okay. Alright, now we're stuck to using 7 pistol rounds. Don't know how I feel about that. Do we leave all of the ammo in the... We didn't have that much ammo, though, I don't think. Okay. So, we're going to have to do a lot of running. Please tell me there's ammo on the other side of this door. Huh. I don't feel optimistic about there being ammo. Is this that door that's locked, maybe? Wait, where am I? Why is this opened already? This is just a shortcut. Okay, well. Let's kind of sprint. I mean, maybe we should use health, but I don't really want to waste it. Because 7 bullets is not going to get the job done. That door's still locked. Wait, do we run past? Isn't the right the way back? Okay, well, let's hope you're not faster than I feel like you probably are, though. Go, go, go. You're not going to come out here, are you? You feel like you would just hang out down there. All right, now we do need to take some heals. And we need so much ammo. Okay, we're going to put the flamethrower away. I don't think we're going to use it much anymore. What do we have? We have ammo. Gunpowder, definitely. I don't know if I want to use the grenade launcher just yet. We need shotgun rounds, which I'm trying to remember what we need for that. I don't think we have the stuff for it, if I'm being honest, though. Are we pretty, like, low on ammo here? I think we are. I mean, we have the grenade launcher, but that's kind of like an endgame weapon. What do we combine with the gunpowder to make bullets? Yeah, chem fluid. We didn't have any, did we? Do have 1. So I guess we'll put a couple of these back. Sure. Yeah. Do we need this key anymore? It appears that we can't dispose of it. So yeah, you can delete stuff in this game, which I like that about Resident Evil. It tells you kind of when the item's done with. All right, we will save here. We'll probably just maybe we'll go through the now unlocked doors, and then we may call it after that. I mean, the shotgun's literally just taking up 2 spots for me, but I think I'll keep it. So, other doors. One's upstairs, obviously. I think that's... Okay, you know what? I don't like you being here. So we go from Mr. Baker being a nuisance to these guys being the nuisance. Granted, I strongly hope that they just stay dead so that once I kill them, we're done with them. Okay, so let's check this door. She is everywhere. Evelyn, I do not approve of you being in here. It's probably your room, though. Okay, shotgun shells, thank you. So let's load those in. This feels like a puzzle that I don't quite know yet. The same time as all other clocks. I do feel like the puzzles in this game were a little bit easier than some of the other Resident Evils. The Marines, maybe that's probably why I go on the ship at some point. Okay. It's nice to have another lockpick, but I don't know if we need it in this room. So the other clocks, I haven't seen any other clocks just yet. Main house. Bird. Oh, just showing where the grenade launcher is. That's all that is telling me. I do like that. Treasure photo. I don't know if we're in that room yet. So we have the head on top of something. There's not a whole lot in here, honestly. All right, well. I guess if I didn't know where the grenade launcher was and we did get backpack space, I need to change that clock, but I need to probably find some other clocks first. Let's try to use the pistol. It's the stronger bullets, so you would think we should be okay with it. What time do you say? 3 or almost 3, like 2:52-ish. Let's assume that that's good enough. Wait. It's only in 15-minute increments. Did I have the wrong hand? Was it? It wasn't that, was it? Oh, apparently it was. What do we got down here? Okay, that I don't appreciate.
Oh my God.
Is this down the workshop? Are we back down in the basement area? Okay. One of the key cards. I feel like this game makes sense when you're like finding puzzles and stuff, but realistically, like, you put the key card in this workshop, which we now got access to. It feels like very convenient. If you think about it too hard, probably. All right, that's probably all that's in here. There was one little crawly guy that was down here, so we'll just try to run past him because I think he's over here to the right. Oh boy. We're just gonna keep running. Oh, you do follow me. Okay, well, you won't follow me into this room at least. Whew. All right. Let's hope we don't have to go back down there. Yeah, like the guys that killed her, I mean, I guess that's probably their dead body. But they kind of vanish, so it's like, hopefully you don't respawn. So there's another one up here. I think there's two in here, actually. Oh, it's so much darker now. Don't love that. I think it's here, then the bathroom area. There's one. Well, this is pleasant. Why do I want, well, like, what does this serve? I don't think it serves anything. All right, these are just a bunch of like lore things. Bunch of competitions. Burner fuel we did run out of, but I once again don't know if we need. I guess we can maybe use it against one of the later fights, but I don't know. Okay. Like what is the point of opening that? Let's go up and see what's up here. Yeah, happy birthday. That's the one I'm thinking of with Lucas. It's got like the birthday candle thing. The other key card. Okay, anything else up here worth grabbing? Shadow activated doorway in main hall. Toy axe. Okay, here's where I think if you put the model gun in, you can now repair the other shotgun. Strong first aid. Oh, shit. We can't make anything else. That's annoying. Well, okay, we'll look at that. And I think we're going to discard it now. So now we can grab you. I think that shotgun's like better. If you can fix it. It's similar to the gun that I also have that is broken. Okay, let's pull the handgun out. Let's go this way. I think there's one other room. So let's go check that out. I thought there was one to the left here. No, maybe not. Yeah, I thought there was another one somewhere. But it appears this may have been it. Is there one down here? No? Okay. Oh, did I thought there was one thing I left in here previously, but maybe I was able to pick it up after I did some other things. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. Okay. I could do the tape here, but I can just go do it in the outhouse as well. I thought there were more of those doors. Was there one out with Mrs. Baker? That I don't remember. Seriously. All right, let's go clean our inventory out so we can... Oh, you calling? What if I just didn't answer? I don't know if that's... Is that an option?
Hey, buddy. Remember, those 2 key cards will get you into the party. Don't be late now.
Let me talk to Mia.
No, no, no! You gotta show up first! You haven't forgotten where the party is, have you? You can get in from the courtyard. So come on, man. Everybody's waiting for you.
Could you have any more, like, explicitly telling you, hey, dummy, you've taken forever to find the right path. Go this way. It's over there. Okay, I didn't realize you were out here. Are there more of you out here? Because I definitely don't want to have to be dealing with these guys out in the courtyard, so let's hope. Oh, wait, no. Maybe just 2 of them? Seems like a plausible number of them. Alright, what are we going to put away? Put you away. Problem is these keys you like put away, then you're like, actually you need these in this next section. You should have kept it with you. Are those strong first aids? No, they're just regular. Okay, I'll put those back. That seems fair because I'm going to wind up taking some of these spots. Alright, so let's go swap. What, can I put the key cards in too, or is that going to advance the story? We'll swap the shotgun first. Maybe put the cards in. And maybe call it there. We obviously can do the tape with the birthday stuff, but maybe we'll save that for next time. Okay, so now put the model shotgun there. So now we get to use the broken shotgun, except it's broken, so we gotta find a way to fix it. I don't remember the ways to fix the guns. Maybe that'll become more apparent later on. Alright, can I throw these in and then save? Because I'd like to clear the inventory out as much as possible. Okay. So those are in now. Inventory is pretty clear. We'll put one. We'll put the broken shotgun away. Toy axe. Don't remember why I would want that. we'll put that also away for now because I don't know. This seems decent. We'll do the tape next time, and then probably put that away too. Yeah, all right, we're making some decent progress here. We just have Lucas's stuff left, which I remember that being short-ish. The boat takes a while. So maybe this may take another couple streams. I was gonna say just one, but there is a lot. I guess the final boss is kind of quick, if I remember, but the couple things until we get there may take. It's either gonna be one or two more to close this out. So we will pause it there. And as I said, I want to do the DLC as well. So there's a lot that comes with this game. I never played the DLC previously, so those will be fresh for me. I think one of them, as I said, is like a mini game with the kids, so that could be a good time. As far as like a card game style, I think it's like a push your luck. But yeah, let me switch over and kind of close things out. So appreciate anyone hopping in and hanging out throughout the stream. If you're watching in the future, thanks for watching the VOD. Really appreciate it. And hopefully you're enjoying kind of going through the game pretty casually. Obviously not a Resident Evil expert by any means, but I do appreciate the story. And this is one of my favorite probably horror-themed games. I don't know. I've never done a ranking of horror-specific games, but this would probably be pretty high up on the list if I had to guess. So as I said, appreciate you guys hanging out. As far as stuff to come up on the channel, I will probably cut up that piece on the summer camp trailer that we looked at the beginning of the stream. And beyond that, there's a couple of movies I thought about doing reviews for that I watched recently that I may wind up putting up. We're also approaching halfway through the year, and I thought about doing a top songs from the first half of 2025. So a little bit different compared to some of the other stuff on the channel. I guess beyond that, another different-ish thing is with Figure Arts figures. I put out my predictions for Comic-Con. We'll get those reveals here like soon enough shortly. So once we get those, I'll do a video sharing what the actual releases are going to be. So a lot of different types of content on the channel upcoming. So hopefully the variety is okay with most people. It may not be necessarily everything you enjoy, but I like to cover kind of a few different things here on the channel. So that's kind of yet to come. As far as today's stream, Chris, appreciate you being here. Our Life in Horror, appreciate you guys. Eli, appreciate you as always. Beer I Would, appreciate you being here, and Israel as well. So all you guys, thanks for hopping in, hanging out for a little bit as we play through some Resident Evil, and look forward to catching you guys next time. Take it easy. Thank you.